Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and it's time for the weekly haul. And the weekly haul this week is a bit bigger than last week, but that's not such a surprise. However, it does mean that I should probably get on with it quite quickly, and I will. Right, we will start with this one, which is Galaxy of Terror. Now, most of you will probably know I'm not really a big horror fan, but I do like to mix it up a bit for myself and try new things. And this is a cross between science fiction and horror, and in fact, very alien-esque, based on the creature on the front cover, which I believe is carried on from the film, so it's quite accurate. So I don't mind my science fiction horror so much, all good fun. This is a Roger Corman effort from just after Star Wars and Alien came out. So he takes influence of both, including also some Lovecraftian evil with the alien shaped design, as you can see there. This is an 88 films release that's out this week. Basically, it's a very simple plot about one spaceship is sent to rescue another that has crash landed, and it turns into a bit of a nightmare and horrible. There's a surprise. You've also got early work from James Cameron behind the scenes as a production designer. So he's already used to working with the alien shape before he, of course, moves on to Aliens, a fantastic movie. And I'm sure much better than this Roger Corman effort that I'm just going to sit back and have a good fun with. Okay. Another one out from 88 films this week, and another actual a horror one, which again, like I said, isn't normally my thing, but I'm willing to give it a go if it sounds interesting. And this one is Night of the Demon. This one is apparently has one of the goriest endings ever, but I'm not really worried too much about gore. It's more the tension scares than things that really get me. The odd jump scare sends my heart racing, but that's not. I can cope with that too, so I can relax afterwards. The storyline attracted me with its mixture of black magic rituals, Bigfoot and his offspring, and like I said, apparently a very, very gory ending. It's got lots and lots of lovely special edition features, as I'm sure Galaxy of Terror did, and I'm sorry not reading those out. This one's got the full slipcase new artwork, double-sided poster, booklet, a thing on which the booklet including stuff like the 20th century obsession with cryptozoology and slasher films, and how it led to their being combined in Night of the Demon. They've got all sorts of interesting extras, including lots of featurettes, interviews, and a couple of rather nice documentaries, which is Ban the Sadist Videos and Ban the Sadist Videos Part 2, and plus an interview with the Ban the Sadist Videos director, which is quite interesting, probably very of its time, and trying to find out what was banned, why it was supposedly banned, what the effects were. I'll just go back. What have we got on this one? On Galaxy, there's the new 4K scan. It's got an audio commentary, which is nice. Doesn't appear to have all the fold out posters and things like that though. So, right, that's those done. Next up we have this week's special. Yeah, can't remember who delivered it, but he was strong, he was fast, he had a metal arm, and of course this is the Mondo release for Captain America the Winter Soldier. This is, like I said, this week's Mondo release on the MCU that's coming out at very regular intervals at the moment. This one's one of the best of the MCU in my opinion. It introduces the Winter Soldier, who was, I'm sure everybody knows, I think I'm giving away too much when I say Bucky Barnes, who was Captain America's sidekick, believed dead, but is in actual fact now being brainwashed and turned into an assassin by the opposition. This one includes not only huge amounts of fantastic action sequences, but also some very good infiltration and plot twisting stuff, with the main protagonist being Captain America himself, the Winter Soldier obviously, and Black Widow, with lots of input from Shield and Nick Fury. So yeah, I'll say that's this week's rather nice looking release, I think. Yeah, that's obviously, those are peel away, so they're stickers, so that's not going to get in the way. As with all of these, they just tend to put them in different places on the cover each week. Next up, and as they say in Monty Python now, something completely different. This is Salon Kitty. This is actually based on a true story in World War II, where an SS officer trains up a group of beautiful German women to work in Madame Kitty's brothel, and then when it's visited by high-ranking German command officials who are all after their perverted desires, all of them are caught on recording equipment for use in blackmail, so that the SS officer can have something over his supposed superiors. All goes to plan until one of the prostitutes discovers what's going on. At this time, the brothel keeper and also obviously the people who are visiting have no idea they're being recorded, but one of the prostitutes finds out and decides to take her revenge, and it's not going to be very subtle. Now, given that this is Tinto Brass film and it's the extended director's cut, and it's described on the front as the most shocking and controversial Tinto Brass film, and many of you will know that Tinto Brass did Caligula, then that gives you some sort of idea of if you do or do not want to be watching this sort of material. So like I said though, based on a true World War II story about that attempt to blackmail senior command officers. And I won't show you the back for obvious reasons. Next one up is one I've been meaning to upgrade to or pick up for quite some time, and this is the Eureka release for Flesh and Blood. It's a Paul Verhoeven film. I like a lot of his stuff. Obviously he did great work with RoboCop, etc. And when you've got leads including Rutger Hauer as the charismatic leader of a bunch of mercenaries in medieval Europe, and Jennifer Jason Leigh, who ends up somehow being accidentally kidnapped, you're looking at something quite special. It's apparently was very controversial or shocking at the time because around when it came out, a lot of the medieval type films had shown a very romanticized type view of medieval Europe, and this was a very much blood and guts, um, plus at least one sex scene that was actually cut by the BBFC but restored for more recent releases, including this one, which I think was the rape of Jennifer Jason Leigh's character. So a bit controversial at the time, but it's going to be it's a very, very good film. So really looking forward to rewatching that. I think I said I got it on DVD. This is not great for me. The only downside on that was I've been looking. I waited a bit too long and didn't get the slip on it, which is a rather nice slip actually, and is different cover art than on the actual cover, which is quite unusual for slips seemingly nowadays. So anyway, on to my this week's martial arts selection. First up we have, I think this is a new release this week as well. This is a Eureka release with some good special features, and this is Skinny Tiger and Fatty Dragon, which is Sammo Hung, plays the cop obsessed with the physical legacy of the little dragon, Bruce Lee, who teams up with his partner, Skinny Tiger, and goes after a drug running triad, causing chaos at his boss's wedding and ruining it in their enthusiasm to get the job done and getting the pair of them fired. What happens that follows is that they take a break away from everything after having no jobs with their girlfriends, but the crime syndicate drug lord doesn't realise they're no threat anymore and comes after them. Therefore, obviously, huge martial arts ensues. Optional English dub, optional English subtitles, newly translated for this release. Feature-length audio commentary by a martial arts and expert and film expert. On another commentary by a pair of Asian cinema experts, and an interview with stuntman and martial artist. Archival interview with the director, archival interview with the actor and stuntman, deleted scene, trailers, limited edition slipcase featuring new artwork, limited edition collector's booklet, with new writing by James Oliver, probably not to do with the cooking, probably a different James, Mr. Oliver, and a limited edition bonus disc featuring rather like 2018 documentary called I Am the White Tiger. So all in all, a very, very nice package. So yes, really looking forward to adding that one and putting that into the player. Martial arts. And talking of martial arts, we have the rather famous Wheels on Meals. This one has Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan, and Yuen Biao. So, we've got big names in here, and we've got the main plot is quite strange and odd, in my opinion. Two martial artist friends run a fast food truck in Barcelona, and for some reason decide to team up with a local private investigator to try and rescue an heiress from her wicked uncle. And this Eureka classic is the first time it's been on Blu-ray in the UK. I waited a little bit too long to get the slipcover, and probably but that means there'll be certain things like maybe the interior booklet or leaflet or whatever will also be missing. But other than that, it's still on a full-on fantastic release with so many different language options that you wouldn't believe it. Lots of interviews. The language options, obviously it's still just Cantonese and English, but you've got the LPCM totally lossless stereo and 5.1 DTS HD master audio surround for both languages, and you've also got different music versions. I think that's for both languages as well, with lots of interviews, featurettes, all that. Absolutely brilliant, and really looking forward to seeing that one. The only downside is that I can't throw away my old, or sell off my old DVD, because for some reason, presumably rights, they didn't transfer the commentary that's on the DVD onto this disc. So I still have to keep it for the commentary. Right, moving on to this week's anime. A little bit different for me. You know, I'm normally into my all action, bit of sexiness type anime, and these are my first Studio Ghibli. And the first one up here is Princess Mononoke, if that's how you pronounce it. If it isn't, then that's why I'm pronouncing it. Probably one of the most famous titles, all about the survivor of an attack by a demon god who is hit with a deadly curse and leaves his village into the forest to find a cure, and gets involved in the battle between the forest gods and a village, which is controlled by a woman, her wild protector of nature. So this is, it's obviously not famous for no good reason. So really looking forward to seeing that for the first time. Like I said, my first Studio Ghibli title. And this is the collector's edition. Now, I don't think the collector's edition has actually got any different content than the previous release. It's just got a new slip on it, but I happen to quite like the slip, so that's nice. It also means that if I collect the same editions and keep on going on, then because they haven't all been released yet in this new series, they're coming out slowly, then it'll give me time to buy them all as I go along, rather than trying to get them all at once. It was a dangerous thing. However, still didn't stop me picking up Kikis Delivery Service, my second Studio Ghibli film. So yeah, this one is, looks like great fun to me. Not quite as well known, I don't think, but it's all about a coming of age story where Kiki chooses to leave home and set up a new business to try and get break away from family and set up on by herself, and sets up a courier service. Luckily, she's got a few spells and a couple of potions, and she's rather good at flying a broomstick, so her delivery service seems to be off to a good start. And due to her lovely personality, she soon discovers she has a lot more friends than she ever thought she would do. So what a lovely sounding film that is. Something you can watch with all the family and everything like that, so that's really good. As both of these have got the Blu-ray and the DVD in. And it looks like they both have English and Japanese, so if you are showing them to younger people who are not going to be or might have more trouble with subtitles, then you can choose to do it that way, or you can choose to watch with the subtitles as it would be originally. Going back to my more non-Studio Ghibli, a bit more what I'm more used to. This looks an absolutely fantastic set, I must admit. This is a collector's edition for, I'm not even sure how to pronounce this one, but it's Kagegurui. You decide. Not the usual sort of standard plot, as if any of the anime titles ever seem to have a standard plot, but there's no, it's not secret agents, it's not demonic as far as I know. Not, I haven't watched it yet. All about an exclusive private school that prepares its students for going into business at the top of their game during day, but at night it all turns into an underground gambling den where they learn the timeless art of bluffing, backdoor dealings and social manipulation. So that's probably helps with their business dealings. So we've got, and all run by a tyrant on the betting books, but all turned upside down, of course, otherwise there wouldn't be a lot of point in the plot, when the beautiful new girl joins the academy with a huge appetite for the thrill of the gamble, and she's probably far too good at it, so the rest of the set of classes all try to team up together to bring her down. I'm not quite sure why this plot would involve bloody injury detail, strong sex references and sexual threat, but apparently it does, so be aware. I mean, it's like I said, it's a really nice set. As you can see there, it's quite a thick, it's quite nice thick card slip, and yes, that's a 36 page, I think it's an art book, I can't remember, it's a 36 page booklet, and there's some double-sided art cards there as well, so very nice indeed. It says on the back, I believe the audio is in English and Japanese, so again, if you don't want to watch the subtitles, you don't have to. Obviously it has English subtitles if you want to listen to the audio as per the original. It says on the back that it's in Dolby True HD. However, all the information I have actually says it's in DTS HD Master Audio, so I'm not sure if it made that much difference. I think most people's setups can cope with either, and I don't know if there's actually that much difference in the output quality of one compared to the other. Anyway, on to my last one of the week, which is for me my last the series, the season that I needed to complete the series of the Outpost. This is new out this week. This is season 4, and it's the last season of the series, so now I can binge watch the whole lot, which would be great fun. And essentially the plot of the series itself is that the girl Talon sets off to avenge the deaths of her family by marauders, and discovers that she has mystical and spell-like powers on the way. Obviously there's a lot more to it than that, otherwise there wouldn't be 4 seasons, but I'm going to learn a lot more as I go along. This has not got an awful lot of extras, if any, because again it's a Dazzler Media output title, and they don't tend to do a lot, if any, extras whatsoever. But as I've said before, I do really appreciate the fact that they put out so much stuff that if they hadn't put it out with no extras, no one would have put it out at all. It would just be left on the shelf and nobody would have it. So yeah, this has got 4 discs, about 529 minutes. It's English language, DTS HD Master Audio, and it has got English subtitles. I think some of those don't even get subtitles. Oh, I forgot to mention at the time, I don't know if you can see that, but there is embossing where she's throwing the cards on the front of that lovely slip cover. So going back and forth. But anyway, I'll say, okay, that is it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you interested in some of those titles, and it'll inspire you to maybe go out and give some a try. If you did like the video, please hit like. It really helps the channel. If you want to find out next time I'm putting out a video, please hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. And if you feel that somebody else you know out there will be interested in my output, please do a share on it. That would be appreciated as well. That's absolutely fantastic of you. I will let you know in advance that next Monday there won't be a haul video. It'll be a 2-week haul video the week after, because I'm going away on holiday. There will be plenty of things being picked up, because we've got a house sitter who will pick up all the mail and sort out our cat and things. So I'm not expecting to come home to. I'm not worried that I'm going to come home to all the things that have disappeared out of all the deliveries have been disappeared out of my porch or anything like that. So hopefully there will be lots of nice titles for you in 2 weeks' time. And in the meantime, and I just wanted to say that I am going to try and record an unboxing that can be released. I put a delayed release on it, so it'll come out at about regular time on Monday afternoon when I'm not here. So that way there will still be a video out from me at that time. But obviously it can't be a haul video because I won't be here to receive the videos that I want to have to show. Okay, so that's it for this week. And again, like I said, thank you for watching. Please like if you like, and please leave any comments below on any of the titles that you're interested in seeing unboxed or something like that, or have any questions about. And in the meantime, please keep on enjoying all the TV, going out to the cinema, watching all the films, watching everybody else's YouTube channel, and keep on enjoying yourself. Cheers.